Welcome back to the channel. We are still in this very high position. As you can see, market retrace into this very level of support and market is going to move upward. I'm going to detail this out in this very video. And if you come to the Bitcoin price action, you discover that the market right now have entered into the very level of support. At this very point where we have this support, will market from here move all the way to the upside, or we need to wait for the market to come back into this very area before the next move to the upside? I will discuss this in detail in this very video. And if you come to coin market cap, you discover that the market is now 52%. That is at the neutral position. What that also signifies is that a lot of optimism is now back in the market, and a lot of buy momentum is coming in already, and don't miss out on the next pump that's going to happen on Bitcoin. If you come to the Telegram channel right here, you discover that the BTC ETF inflow we saw yesterday was $917 million in net inflow, and the ETF for Ethereum have an outflow of $23.9 million, as you can see right here. What this also signifies is that for Bitcoin, a lot of buy momentum is building up already, and taking a long position or a buy position would be the best thing to do right now. Let's discuss all of this in this very video in detail. So watch the video all the way to the very end. The first thing here is this very price action right here on the Pi price chart. Pi USDT 4-hour chart, we are still in this very position. I am very optimistic that the market have capacity of moving upward. If you look at it critically, you discover that market was moving upward around this very area in my immediate last video, and market come back down. I still believe market have capacity of moving all the way to the upside, and we are still in this very high position. Sometimes when you take a position like this, it can take days and weeks for market to actually hit your target, or come to a point you can say, okay, market is not going to go down again, or market is going to go up, and some stuff like that, when you are still in a position. And that is what we call trade management. You must know how to manage your trade properly to be in the right side of the market, and this is super important. So on the Pi USD 4-hour chart, I am still looking at the market moving upward, especially if we see this very candle that is forming right now right here, close bullish above the previous bear candle right here, then the market is going to move all the way to the upside. And I am still looking at the market approaching this very level of important resistance, which was support at this very point. And like I said earlier, this very level right here is an important gap in the market. And when the market move into this very area, I am expecting a significant retracement to the downside. And this is what you must have to pay attention to if you really want to be in the right direction of the market. And this is very, very important, especially if you are in this trade or if you are holding Pi for long term. Pay attention to this because it's very important. And on the 1-day chart, Pi chart, I am still very optimistic that the market is going to move upward. However, we are still in a downtrend, as you can see right here on the Pi price action. Market is still in this very long downtrend, and before we can say market is going to move upward with 90% or 80% assurance, certain key levels have to break. But I don't want to go into detail on this very 1-day chart Pi USDT. The next thing here is the price of Bitcoin. This is super important because if you watch my immediate last video, I marked these 2 points out because they were very, very critical in the market. And I said market is going to retrace. So we see this retracement in the market right now, and market is pushing upward a little bit. So the question is, will this market move from here all the way to the upside, or we're going to see the market come back down a little bit before the next move upward? I'll tell you what I am expecting right now. In my opinion, I am not taking any trade yet because I don't trust this very move that is ongoing right now. I mean, this very move happening right now from this very area, I don't trust it. I still believe market have capacity of moving upward a little bit and then come back down into this very area, because if market come back down into this very area, it means that we have seen 50 to 60% retracement before the next move to the upside, which is always very, very good for price action before the next impulsive move to the upside. So what I am expecting on the BTC USDT 4-hour chart is for the market to move upward, no doubt, but I'm not taking any position. Market should come back down into this very area, then I will consider taking a long position or a buy position for the market moving from here all the way to the upside. And this is super important. Pay attention to this if you really want to be in the right direction of the market. This is very important, and you can have something contrary to what I'm talking about right now, or something different from what I am personally looking at on this very price action. Another thing you need to notice right here is that this two bullish candle does not have momentum. Okay, there is no momentum in these two bullish candle, which mean the market have capacity of moving upward a little bit, then come back down again to retest this area before the next move, or come back down into this very area before the next move to the upside. I will be monitoring this very trade so that when I get a trade signal or an entry signal, I will drop that very signal right here on this very Telegram channel. So if you've not joined this Telegram channel, join right now. It is absolutely free. Link in the description of this very video and also the pinned comment to receive more updates like this and other on-chain data, which is super important for you to know what is happening on chain. And if you look at the Bitcoin 1-day chart, like I said earlier, markets have high capacity of moving all the way to the upside on the Bitcoin 1-day chart. I am very, very optimistic that the market is going to move upward on the Bitcoin 1-day chart. Markets still have momentum, even though you see the market come back down a little bit from where it is right now. If we see the market come back down, markets still have high capacity of moving into the 100k and 100k plus dollar level, and this is what I am personally expecting right now on the price of Bitcoin. And for the fact that we are seeing a lot of buy pressure on chain, it means that the price of Bitcoin is going to rise aggressively very, very soon. Look at it right here. Yesterday we have BTC ETF saw $917 million net inflow. That is buy. Okay, this is very important for Bitcoin moving upward. Not only that, if you come back down a little bit, you see Meta Planet just bought 145 BTC worth $13.6 million. This is the kind of momentum we want to see in the market, especially on-chain, because on-chain data is very, very important. You know, sometimes we follow mainstream, okay, what is happening in the news, which I believe most of the time those analysts don't really know what they are talking about. What you need to do is to follow what is happening on chain. You can check out this data by yourself. All of this mean that a lot of buy momentum is coming into Bitcoin, and a massive bullish momentum is going to come into the market very soon. President Trump is signaling a trade deal with China in the future, which is very important because the downturn we see in the market all the way to the downside was as a result of this very tariff. And if things are going to change in the next 1 to 2 weeks, as he said, about current talks that is already ongoing with China, it means that the tariff can come down a little bit, which implies that optimism will come back into the market, and we're going to see the market pump all the way to the upside again. And if you come to CoinMarketCap, you discover that the fear and greed index have moved to 52%, which is at the neutral level. As at yesterday, it was 38, and a big shift like this to 52 means that there is a lot of optimism in the market, and you need to pay attention to this. The best time to buy your favorite crypto is right now, not when this fear and greed index move into this very green area, which signify greed in the market. And this is super important if you really want to make it significantly when the market begins to move all the way to the upside in this very bull season. And this is very important, guys. And for the Pi blockchain, there is no new migration yet. I believe in the next 48 hours, new migration is going to occur on the Pi blockchain. And of course, there are a lot of transactions ongoing right now, as you can see on the Pi blockchain. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this very video and also in the pinned comment. It is a free channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.